welcome again to Art with Miss Robertson. It's lovely to be able to chat to you again today. So, today we're going to be learning a little bit about solving a design problem and using your communication skills with art to be able to talk about ideas and use your imagination to solve some creative problems. So, you're going to need some coloured pencils today, and we're going to be talking about graphic design. And graphic design really is just a clever way of saying the way things are presented to you have been designed. So it might be an advert, it might be the cover of a book, it might be perhaps a poster for something. There's graphic design all around you. Today we're going to be looking at a specific type of graphic design. Now this is typography. It's the way letters are presented to us. We can call this a font. We'll use the word font for this video, and that's how the letters look. A font is like a family of letters. Now here you can see that when I'm writing these words, curly for example, I've made my handwriting look a little bit curly. And then finally I've got the word soft. I tried to make that look fluffy, like you might want to cuddle it. And that's another way of communicating an idea through how I'm drawing the word. Now, do you think if you didn't speak English, you might know what that word soft might mean, despite not actually knowing what it meant? So that's why graphic design is so important in our everyday life. Now, here's how I would write the alphabet normally. Not very interesting. That's my handwriting. However, if I try and add a bit of finesse, a bit of fanciness to my writing, I can make it look an awful lot nicer. See what you can spot. What are the changes? Now here are some quite famous brands. Now these brands will use different fonts, different ways of writing their letter that make it very recognisable. A company like Nike here won't just use their logo, but actually they have a full alphabet of those letters. So they could write anything in that font and you would still know that it's from Nike. Oh, here's one of Miss Robertson's favourites. Here is a Harry Potter font. When you look at those letters, it reminds you of how it's written out for the title of the film. Here I'm writing the word wood. And I'm writing it out of, you guessed it, wood. So I'm building it together with planks and using nails. I'm adding some detail, some swirly knots in the wood. Sometimes it's just lines, not every piece might have a knot on it. And here my colouring pencils come into play. So for the wood, I've chosen a yellow colour for the main body of the wood. And I've got two browns that I'm working with, a lighter brown and a darker brown. These are for adding detail and then adding shadow. So you can see how that comes together to make the word wood look like wood. Now here, I'm really pulling out this word. It's seaside. And can you guess what I'm trying to make it look like? That's right, it's the shore. So I'm going to add a couple of little shells on my beach just to help the idea along. And you can colour this in, no bother at all if you're doing this at home. Now for the sea, I'm using just the one blue. I'm making it look like the sea's quite flat. I'm using straight lines. And then around to where the letters are, where it's hitting the shore, I'm making kind of little half circles to make that look like it's maybe bumping into little rocks under the water. For my final example here, I'm writing the word mountain. Now what I've done is I've made that first M sound much bigger and very pointy. Not even both the same height, so that it looks like a mountain. Adding some kind of smoky clouds, some vapour around the top, a little bit of snow on the top, some birds, and even a tiny little stick man climbing up the side. These aren't real books, but they're examples of how you might use a title for a book. And that's exactly what you're going to do today. You're going to create the title for a front cover using what we've learned about fonts and graphic design. So if I was to tell you that our story is called Danger on Faraway Mountain, how might you write that? How might that look? So, first of all, the word danger. How might we write something to show danger? Maybe we write or we draw some lightning bolts around it. Maybe there are cracks in the letters. Now, far away, how could we show something as far away? Maybe far away is written quite small to make itself look far away. And mountain. Again, we've had a bit of an example there, but it's not the only way that you could show mountain. Maybe the letters look a little bit jumbly because they're written up the side and down the other side of the peak of a mountain. Have a think. And like always, I can't wait to see what you create.